Not all cars are built to last, and some fail miserably despite their shiny exteriors and big-name brands. From unreliable engines to disastrous transmissions, these cars are nothing but money pits. Consumer Reports has exposed some of the worst vehicles you should avoid at all costs. Before you make a decision, let's dive into the 7 worst cars of 2025 that will leave owners frustrated and broke. Jeep Compass. The Jeep Compass looks rugged and stylish, but do not let the appearance fool you. Despite Jeep's off-road reputation, the Compass is plagued with issues that make it one of the worst SUVs you can buy in 2025. Under the hood, it features a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, producing 200 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque. Sounds decent, right? Not quite. The engine is underwhelming, paired with an unreliable 8-speed automatic transmission that hesitates and lags, making acceleration sluggish. Worse, its fuel economy is below average for a compact SUV. At first glance, the Compass looks upscale, but build quality issues tell a different story. Owners have reported panel gaps, cheap plastic cladding, and premature paint fading. Step inside, and you will find a cramped cabin, outdated materials, and a glitchy infotainment system. The 10.1-inch touchscreen is known for lagging and freezing, while the seats lack proper cushioning for long drives. The Jeep Compass is unreliable, underpowered, and uncomfortable, making it one of the worst SUVs you can buy. Consumer Reports has rated it below average for reliability and customer satisfaction. But if you think that is bad, our next sedan is an even bigger disappointment. Nissan Altima. The Nissan Altima has been around for years, but recent models have been plagued with reliability nightmares. The 2025 model continues the trend, making it one of the worst mid-size sedans on the market. The 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine puts out 188 horsepower, while the available turbocharged version makes 248 horsepower. However, both options are paired with Nissan's infamous CVT, continuously variable transmission, which is prone to failure. Owners report jerky acceleration, delayed response, and high repair costs. While the Altima's sleek design looks good, thin sheet metal and poor paint quality lead to premature rust and exterior wear. Inside, the cabin materials feel cheap, with plasticky buttons and hard surfaces. The infotainment system is slow, and seats lose their shape over time, leading to discomfort on long drives. Nissan's unreliable CVT transmission, cheap interior, and poor resale value make the Altima one of the worst sedans you can buy. Consumer Reports has consistently ranked it low for owner satisfaction. But if you are looking for an SUV that is even worse, our next entry will shock you. Chevrolet Traverse. The Chevrolet Traverse is marketed as a family-friendly SUV, but underneath its spacious interior lies a host of reliability issues. The Traverse comes with a 3.6-liter V6 producing 310 horsepower, but its transmission is a known weak point. Owners frequently report shifting problems, gear slippage, and complete transmission failures. Chevrolet has tried to modernize the Traverse's styling, but cheap plastics, misaligned panels, and rattling noises take away from its appeal. Inside, the Traverse offers a lot of space, but the seats are uncomfortable, and the infotainment system is one of the glitchiest in the segment. Owners complain about touchscreen malfunctions, backup camera failures, and unreliable safety tech. The Traverse has a long history of transmission issues and poor build quality, making it a risky purchase for families. Now, if you thought that was bad, our next sedan has an even worse reputation for quality. Chrysler 300. The Chrysler 300 used to be a stylish full-size sedan, but in 2025, it is a relic of the past. Chrysler has done very little to update this car, making it one of the most outdated and unreliable sedans you can buy today. The 3.6-liter V6 is capable of 292 horsepower, and the optional 5.7-liter Hemi V8 pushes out 363 horsepower. While these numbers sound great, the engine suffers from oil leaks, electrical failures, and excessive fuel consumption. The 300's design is outdated, and Chrysler has not improved its quality control. Owners report excessive wind noise, poor paint durability, and a fragile suspension system. The interior is plagued with aging technology, a slow and glitchy infotainment system, and cheap materials that wear out quickly. The Chrysler 300 is outdated, unreliable, and expensive to maintain, making it a poor choice compared to newer competitors. Now, I have covered 4 of the worst cars. Do you want me to continue with the final 3 before moving on to Consumer Reports and the conclusion? Mitsubishi Outlander. At first glance, the Mitsubishi Outlander seems like a great choice in the compact SUV segment. It has a bold design and a spacious cabin, but do not be fooled. This SUV is one of the worst in its class. Powered by a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine making 181 horsepower, the Outlander feels sluggish. Acceleration is weak, and the CVT transmission struggles to provide smooth shifts. It also fails to deliver good fuel efficiency, making it an inefficient choice for daily driving. While the Outlander looks sharp, the thin sheet metal, weak suspension, and frequent electrical issues reveal its poor quality. The cabin may look modern, but cheap materials, stiff seats, and a poorly insulated interior make the ride uncomfortable. The infotainment system is laggy, and safety features often malfunction. The Outlander's underpowered engine, unreliable CVT, and poor build quality make it a nightmare for owners. Consumer Reports ranks it as one of the least satisfying SUVs. But if you think Mitsubishi cut corners, wait until you hear about our next sedan, Volkswagen Jetta. The Volkswagen Jetta was once a solid choice, but recent models have been plagued with problems. The 2025 Jetta suffers from major reliability issues, making it a sedan you should absolutely avoid. The 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine makes 158 horsepower, but the real issue is its 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, which frequently fails. Owners report jerky shifting, hesitation, and expensive repairs. The Jetta may have a clean design, but cheap materials and poor paint quality result in early rust and panel misalignment. Inside, the Jetta has firm, uncomfortable seats, and the infotainment system crashes frequently. The climate control system is also prone to electrical failures. The Jetta's unreliable transmission, uncomfortable ride, and poor long-term durability make it one of the worst sedans to buy. And finally, our worst SUV on the list will make you rethink your choices completely. Land Rover Discovery. The Land Rover Discovery is a premium SUV, but it has one of the worst reliability records in the industry. If you value your time and money, stay far away from it. The 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6 produces 355 horsepower, but frequent engine failures, turbocharger issues, and transmission malfunctions make this SUV a nightmare to own. The Discovery looks expensive, but it suffers from water leaks, failing electronics, and weak suspension components. Despite its luxurious appeal, the Discovery's infotainment system is known for freezing, and its leather seats wear out faster than competitors. Land Rover vehicles consistently rank low in reliability, and the Discovery is one of the worst offenders. Expensive repairs and endless electrical issues make it one of the worst SUVs to buy in 2025. Now that we have seen the worst cars, let us move on to what Consumer Reports has to say. According to Consumer Reports, these 7 vehicles rank among the worst for 2025 due to low reliability scores, frequent breakdowns, and expensive repairs. Owners have reported persistent mechanical issues, poor transmission performance, and failing technology, making these cars a nightmare to maintain. Many of these vehicles have repeatedly underperformed in road tests, showing inconsistent handling, poor fuel economy, and subpar build quality. If you are considering one of these models, think twice before making a purchase. There are far better options available on the market. The last thing you want is to spend thousands on repairs after just a few years of ownership. Now you know which cars to avoid, so what should you buy instead? Stay tuned for our next list of the best cars of 2025 that are actually worth your money. Have you ever owned a car that turned out to be a disaster? Share your experience in the comments.